Back in D.C. for game number 5 as the Atlanta Braves battled back in the series and tied it up at 2 games apiece. Braves sent out Julio Teheran here for game 5, and the Nationals sent out their ace in Steven Strasburg. So a battle of the aces, and we'll start things off in the top half of the first. Inciarte with a bloop single off of Strasburg lands in front of Robles in left field. Then Swanson would come up and they would try a hit and run, but it backfires as Swanson pops up right to Bryce Harper. He puts it away. Inciarte tries to get back, but instead he's doubled up. And then when Freddie Freeman comes up with 2 outs, there's nobody on instead of 1 man on, and he has to settle for a solo shot into the right field seats. Freddie Freeman strikes for the Braves first, 1-0. Braves is the score. Bottom half of the first, Julio Teheran on the mound, 2 outs, gets Bryce Harper to pop up. Doesn't even get past the infield grass as Swanson's there to put it away for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Teheran. Top half of the second now. Nobody out. Marwin Gonzalez grounds one past the diving glove of Matt Adams. A single for him. Then John Ryan Murphy comes to the plate. Hits the ball right to Rendon. They turn it into a 5-4-3 around the horn double play. So it's still 1-0. Head to the bottom of the fourth. Teheran gives up a single to Bryce Harper, and it is a base knock for him. Matt Adams then comes to the plate and grounds one right at Dansby Swanson, turns it into a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Still 1-0 Braves. Top half of the fifth, Braves at the plate. Inciarte gets a hold of one. It travels out to deep right field, but it dies out at the track. Harper's there to put it away. Bottom half of the fifth now, Robles gets a hold of one as well, but once again dies out at the track. Chris Davis is there to put that one away. Now bottom half of the sixth, Trey Turner hits one into the right center field gap, but it's not hard enough as it's caught by Harrison on a line. So top of the seventh now, John Ryan Murphy gets one in between shortstop and third base into the hole for a single into left field. That would end Strasburg's day. He comes out, tips his cap to the crowd. 1-0 is the score. A.J. Cole comes in for the Nationals. Josh Hamilton came on to pinch hit, and he swings at a 3-1 pitch and just pops it up to center field. Eaton doesn't even have to move, and it's still 1-0. And then this is where the Braves bullpen shows why you have to have a good bullpen. Kyle Crockett gets a 1-2-3 inning, gets a chopper to end it. Bottom half of the eighth, Raisel Iglesias, the man they traded for at the deadline. He gets a 1-2-3 inning, strikes out Robles with the slider. Now we move on to the bottom half of the ninth. David Robertson comes on looking to close things out here for the Braves, and he also gets a 1-2-3 inning as he gets Trey Turner to ground out, and that is how the NLDS ends as the Atlanta Braves move on to the National League Championship Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. 3-2 series win for the Braves. They win this game 1-0. All they needed was a solo shot from Freddie Freeman and a dominant performance from Teheran, and then the bullpen of Kyle Crockett, Raisel Iglesias, and David Robertson. Teheran does get player of the game honors. He went 6 strong, only gave up 2 hits, struck out 5. David Robertson got the save. Strasburg gets the loss despite only giving up 1 run in 6 1/3. Freeman was 1 for 4. His only hit of the day was the solo shot in the top half of the first. So 1-0 is your final. Braves move on to the NLCS. And with that being said, it's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Atlanta Braves franchise. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Grab the snapple out the bin, no one's an even match for the kid. Legs are made of stone, the back of a bridge. In goal line situations, I'll tackle the fridge. Piece the mic dick of